Hi, I'm Patricia and I'm here to show you the second video of how to put together my table runner forever welcome. Yesterday I showed you how to do the scallop and how to place the wall pieces in the toweling. Now today we are going to go through the details of the stitching in the table runner. First, I'm going to show you how I freehand the details of the stitching. So here we're just going to go, it's nothing fancy, you just go and do it like that, and then maybe here we have some like this, and here the same thing. And what I do to mark where the daisies, lazy daisy stitches, little flower is going to be, I just do something like this. So that tell me that it's a lazy daisy there. And then the same here, and so on. So I have here in this side already mark. And I wanted to show you a little bit of the thread that I use. And sometimes I use a contrast thread. Sometimes I use the same one. Like in this one, you can see I use gold. I use brown and brown. I use green and green, dark green and dark green. But for today, I wanted to do this in gold so you can see the stitching, because if I use the green, it's very hard to see. So first, I like to cut my thread the size of my arm, from my hand to my elbow. And then I like to use beadwax, natural beadwax. And I just go once, and then I go all the way. That's all you need. Don't forget to go with your nail to get the extra from the thread. Okay, now we are going to work in the stitches, and I'm gonna show you how I like to hide my knot. I just go inside and between here, and I just pinch a little bit of the fabric, and I just come right in between the two fabrics. And then I just like a 1/4 inch and go down at least a 1/4 inch. And then you go this way. And then again, a little bit, a 1/4 inch, and go in and go back. And the way we keep going all the way. And as you see, the stitches are nice and even here. And you can have in the back just nice stitch too. Okay, now we are going to stitch a little bit of the flower so you can see how I hide my threads and how I do my stitches. I like to start right in the back, and I just pinch a little bit of the toweling, and I just leave the knot right there. And then, like we did before, we just go. This one is not going to be as big as the other one because it's a small flower. You want it to look nice. So you just have to make sure you get the fabric that you using or the toweling, and then you pull it. And then you go again. And then you get the toweling. and then you pull it. I'm using brown thread so you can see it easier. So, and then you just have to do it this way, and then all your stitches are gonna be nice and even. Like this. I'm gonna do a couple more and then I show you the back. Here you go. And now in the back, we're just gonna have this. So now I'm just gonna explain to you the stitches that I use for here. So let's pretend we finish. We come all the way here. If you want, you just can do a freehand, or you can use your friction pen and then just mark. This way. As many as you want. One long, one short, however you want to do it. And then you have right there, and then you go back, and then you go in between the two layers if you can, and you go right next to the brown piece. I'm gonna do it again. You just go in, and then you kind of feel it between your fingers. You just go in between, and you just come out right in the edge of the brown centerpiece. And then we go again. And then you come out there. And then you go back to the top. And you kind of feel it, like I said before. And then come up right next to it, the brown piece. And then you keep going like that. And then I'm just gonna do one more time. And then you have it like that. And in the back, you maybe have one or two stitches there, but it's not gonna look bad at all. Now, I'm gonna show you how I do that. Sometimes I use the French knot, sometimes I use the colonial knot. To me, the colonial knot is a lot easier. So again, you go in between the two pieces of wool, and then I just pinch a little bit of the wool and let it go and come here. One more time. If you're using dark wool, it's a little bit hard to see, but you can use this, or you can use the sharp pencil, or just do it like freehand. And then you're gonna have the thread, your needle in front of your thread, and go behind, and then this thread in my hand, it go over. So you see like a number 8, and then you go right next to where you came out, and then you go all the way back and pull. And there you have. I'm gonna do it one more time. Right there. You pull it out. You put your needle in front of the thread and go under. And the thread in your left hand go over the needle. And you can see like the size, like the number 8. Then you pull it a little bit and go right next to where you came out. Pull the thread, hold it with your thumb, go all the way back, and pull your thread. And there you have. And then you keep going like that, and you can do as many as you want to. I'm gonna do it one more time, and then we move to the edge. Here again, the needle in front of your thread. The left hand have the thread go over the needle. You kind of see the number 8. You pull it right next where you came out. Hold it with your thumb and go in. And there you have your colonial knot. Now to do this stitch, I'm gonna be using the same thread, just for the purpose that you can see the stitches. This one is gonna be smaller than this one because it's a small piece, and that's how I like to do it, so I get a little bit nicer. So here we are again. We just go in, pinch the wool, and come on. Now again, here, if you don't feel comfortable just going like that, just put your needle and eyeball the size the stitches you did, move a little bit, go down, pinch the wool, and move on. Now, one more time. Here we go, pinch the wool. We went too far. Here. And then we go. One more time and I show you the back. Here we are. Pinch a little bit the wool. You kind of feel it with your fingers. And then go like this. And then I'm gonna show you the back. This is for the colonial knots. This is for the stitches, the long stitches in there. But you don't really see these stitches at all. Those will be around here. But because you pinch just the yellow or gold wool, you don't see it. Like I said, this is because the trouble with the thread of the colonial knot. And then this is how I do it. Okay, we are gonna keep going, and we have to remember that we need to use the blanket stitch to keep all the pieces in place. And after all is done, then I'm gonna be showing you now how to do the stitches in here. So we just come up here and we do, what I like to do is the stem stitch. We hide the knot in there. I just gonna do quick, a little piece. The stem stitch, we all know you can mark your leaves, or you just can just eyeball the stitches. I like to eyeball my stitches. These ones are a little bit too big, but it's because I need to go fast so I can show you. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, one more and we get to the point. Okay, now we go here. And at this point, you can use your pens and mark. Oops. Or you just eyeball. So now we go here, and again we go kind of in between the two layers, the wool and the toweling. And like I said before, you just fill it in between. Okay, we go here. So now right there. And then we come to here and go underneath, pinching the wool. And go here again. Now this time we go here. And then here we go in and we get out right there. And then we go back here. And so on. And we keep going like that. So I'm just gonna do this one here so I can show you a little bit of that. So you can do, and like again, you just keep going one side, one other way until you get to the bottom. Now, I'm gonna mention this to you. When I'm working half of the table runner, I just like to roll my other half and hold it with the couple clips so it's not moving all over and losing pieces or anything. So now we are going to move to the crown of the pineapple, and I'm going to be using this dark thread so you can see. In this one again, you do the blanket stitch all around. I like to roll my project like this. And one more time, we hide the knot in between here. We're going to start with this one. So I just go like this and hide the knot. Again, you can use your chalk pen and mark where you want your stitches, or you can use the friction pen. You can do it freehand. It's all up to you. And in here, we just go in between the layers too. And then we go here. A very long stitch. And then we come back here. And come out of here. This little piece is going to be covered with the pineapple. So we come here, and then we go up here. At this point, you can move to the next leaf, or you just can finish your stitches down here. I'm just gonna leave it like this so I can show you the next step. Now, again, I'm using this color thread so you can see the stitches. But with this, I use gold and green. So again, the knot isn't there. And I hide it right back here again. It's gonna be covered with the, so you go right next to that green stitch and go in between the layers. And go again here. And then you come down here. I'm gonna move this a little bit. And then again, we move here. This is gonna be covered for that with the and then the next one is gonna go up right next to this one. So you just put it right there. And again, just like that. So you got there the two colors. So now I'm gonna be moving to the Lazy Daisy. I'm just gonna remove this from here to the back so it's out of my way. And of course, you do the same thing in the other two leaves. And now we are gonna be making the little daisy days. This one, we have no choice more than show the knot in the back. So we come out there. And then we move the thread to the front. Right in the same, not the same spot that we came out, but right one thread next to where we came out. You just go in and out in the front. And you have this loop in here. And see how nice the stitch goes. And then now you just go right in front of that. Just like that. Now we do one more. Right here. And again, we go with the loop. These threads. We're gonna do one more here. The loop need to be there. So we just go out in there. Get out, and then we go in. Right in front of the loop. And then you keep going with all your petals. And then you're gonna end up with something like this. I wanna show you how you finish this. I'm just gonna move a little faster so we don't take too much time with this. Just go here, go back in. Now we go here again, and in here, inside the loop. We go in the front of the loop, and then we go to the center again, and then we get the loop in there. We have like this. And then you have the lazy daisy. Now I'm gonna go back here so I show you how I do this. Here is the knot that where we start. So what I do is just go around the knot and go one stitch, and I make like a little loop in the other stitch and just a single stitch. That's not gonna go anywhere. And then I cut. And then you have your lacy daisy, and then you have the back. And now we are gonna do the stem and the little branches in here. So again, we hide the knot in the back, and we come out right out in the edge. Any place that you want to stop, you just put the knot right behind. And then here, I use the stitch like this. I'm doing it in this color so you can see. If you want this a little bit thicker, you can use thicker thread. I like to use the number 12. You can use 8, or you can double the thread. Like this, and then you can see the cord right there. Now I'm just gonna move to the next area here. And then this is just a simple running stitch, a small running stitch. And here we go, just one, just eyeball. Just like that. When you get to the end, you go back here. And what I like to do here is just, oops, I lose my thread. I go with my handy homemade threaded. If I can find the hole too. And in here, this is what I like to do. Just go in the back one thread, and then go right behind the last stitch I did. And then do the same thing here, right behind. Just 2 or 3. And in the last one, I just go like this. And then I go 1, 2, and then I pull the thread in one single one. And that's not gonna go anywhere. And it doesn't look as bad as a big knot or anything. And that's how I do all the stitches in the project. If you have any questions, please call me, send me an email or a text, that I will be more than happy to help you. And here you're gonna see all the details and the one that's already made. I will be posting in my website or in my Facebook page the new one, this one, so you guys can see it completely when it's done. And from now on, I just want to say thank you for staying here with me in supporting a small business. Blessings to all of you.